Yo, what it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost Rider. Welcome back to another episode of Ghost Movies. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about Moon Knight, Season 1, Episode 1. It's a mini-series, and Disney Plus just dropped it. Kevin Feige just dropped it. Marvel just introduced a new character to the MCU, and I have to say, this is the first episode. I loved it. I love the fact that Oscar Isaac is the one playing Moon Knight. Mark Spector or Stephen Grant. Like, Mark Spector is the mercenary. Stephen Grant is the wimpy nerd. It's fantastic. I love the duality between the two. I love that Mark Spector is trying to get through to him throughout the whole episode. Oh, you need to let me take control. Give me full control. I like the voice that's in his head. I like the fact that we introduced the Ethan Hawke's character. Ethan Hawke, he has this tattoo on his arm, and he's able to tell people's lives if you're good or bad. He's judging them with his staff that's shaking like a pendulum in a clock, the pendulum clock, or the Big Ben clock. It's crazy. I love that. And when he killed that old woman, I was like, yo, he's not afraid to judge people in public because he influenced them to become his followers. That's Mark Spector. He works in an ancient museum in London. Ancient Egyptian Museum in London. He's a geek. Not even Mark Spector, it's Oscar Isaac's character, Stephen Grant. He's a geek. He's a nerd for Egyptian gods and that whole Egyptian mythology. And this guy doesn't even know if he's waking up in the bed the next day. He's freaking 4-point leather straps tied to the bed. He locks his door. He has a blue tape on the door to know if he has left or if he stayed, if he left or did he come back? Did he leave his apartment or did he stay the whole night and sleep? He has an obsession with this one fish named Gus, and he's supposed to go on a date with this really hot London chick, and he blew her off because he was freaking waking up doing missions that Mark Spector takes over. There's a burner phone. There's a woman named Layla that's calling him. I guess she calls him to do different jobs, to steal different artifacts or do whatever. He's a missionary. He knows how to kill. Mark Spector knows how to kill. Former military ops, mercenary. This guy could do some really death-defying shit to people. I'm talking about, he feels like MI6 to me, but he's an agent. He's a rogue agent who finally decides to go on these missions alone, and he turns into Moon Knight. I love how he turned into Moon Knight when that freaking Anubis-looking creature showed up at the museum about to tear Stephen Grant apart. Mark Spector's like, yo, let me take control. I'll take control. I want to be able to save you, because if you die, then I can't survive. And he finally turns into Moon Knight, and he beats the shit out of him in that museum bathroom. I loved it, man. I grew up loving Mark Spector. I grew up watching Moon Knight, reading the comic books. I've always wanted to see a live action adaptation or a TV show or something, and I'm finally getting it. Thank you, Kevin Feige. Thank you, Disney Plus. Thank you, MCU. I'm glad we have this platform where we can watch all this such great time. What a great time to be alive. I enjoyed it. The only thing about this show so far is I wish I could see more of what Mark Spector does on his, missions, wherever he's going to steal an artifact or he's going to kill somebody. Every time Stephen Grant has an episode of Mark Spector coming out, we see a blackout screen or whatever. And then the screen comes back in and it's Stephen Grant. How did Stephen Grant get that gun? How did he turn that truck? How did he turn that truck around to drive it backwards to kill those two henchmen in that BMW that fell off the cliff? Stuff like that. I want to see more of what Mark Spector does. How brutal is he? Does he know hand-to-hand combat? How does he escape out of these unescapable events? What does he do to get out of these traps that these henchmen are trying to kill him? What does he do? We always get zeroed back into Stephen Grant. When he goes into a coma or he changes personas. I want to see that more. Anyway, this is the first episode review. I love the ending, how he just beat up that, like I said, Anubis creature, that Egyptian creature. I loved it in the bathroom, and you see Moon Knight just turn around, and he just walks right to the camera. I loved it. I love the outfit. I love the bandages. It's not the traditional Moon Knight outfit where it's all white. white hood, white cape, white outfit. It's a mummified outfit. And I hope in the next episode we see how does he summon this chaos magic? How does he get the moonlight bandages on him? How does he become Moon Knight? I hope we see that in the next episode. All right, Ghost Nation, I'm about to get up out of here. Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel so you can get all my latest and greatest videos that I put out. And I'm going to be doing a review of this episode every week because I love Moon Knight. I grew up with Deadpool, Thor, Black Panther as my top 3 Holy Trinity superheroes of Marvel Comics. But Moon Knight is a comic book that I always love reading. And there's different iterations of Moon Knight. There's a Moon Knight where he's wearing a suit. There's a Moon Knight where he's got the cape. I can't wait to see all these different iterations come to live action. All right, Ghost Nation, I'm about to get up out of here. Until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Ghost Rider out.